Most people think that the progress in the gym comes from lifting heavier and heavier weights. But guess what? That's not true. Today I want to talk about something that is very simple but brutally effective. मैं बात कर रही हूँ slow weights की, which is also called tempo training. This video isn't a workout video where I yell at you and say do 47 burpees, do 20 squats. No, I'm going to just demonstrate 5 exercises and few reps each exercise just to explain you visually how controlling each movement looks like. जब मैं स्लो वेट्स की बात कर रही हूँ, मैं इजी या लाइट वेट्स की बात नहीं कर रही. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट कंट्रोलिंग योर मूवमेंट एंड नॉट लेटिंग ग्रेविटी एंड मोमेंटम डू द वर्कआउट फॉर यू. टेम्पो ट्रेनिंग basically means it increases the time the muscle is under tension, and that's where the real growth happens. Now think of it in this way. Would you do 10 reps in 15 seconds or would you do 10 reps in 40 seconds? Because आपके मसल्स को फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप कितना वेट लिफ्ट कर रहे हो, उनको बस ये फर्क पड़ता है कि उनको कितना काम करना पड़ रहा है. I'm talking about the muscle. Let us first start with leg press because it is one of the easiest place to cheat. Most people load this machine like they're going to move a car and then do these tiny half reps. Honestly, that doesn't count in any form of workout. Instead of loading it so heavy, मैं lighter weight use करूँगी जो मुझे पता है मेरी body बहुत अच्छे से control कर सकती है. इस तरीके से आपका मसल्स थ्रू आउट द रेप काम करता है rather than just 1 minute जो आप पहले कर रहे थे with those tiny reps. So the next exercise we're moving into is a single leg Romanian deadlift, and if you notice I am shoeless right now because मैं flat sole वाले shoes पहन के नहीं आई हूँ and I'm doing lower body exercises to demonstrate, so I decided to remove my shoes for better stability and balance. So single leg RDLs is one of my favorite tempo movements because you can't fake it. If you fake it or you rush it, you're going to lose balance and game over. I'm using a dumbbell that would actually feel light on a normal day, but slowing down the movement, a totally different story. So in single RDLs, you basically focus only on one leg. So I will rest my left leg little behind like this, and I will focus only on my right leg. So hips back, long spine, and stretch in the hamstrings, and then slowly return back. So when you're doing an RDL, you need to use your hamstrings and no swinging because that's where you're using your hip joint and there is no muscle working in that. If slowing down a movement makes your workout harder, that's not weakness, that means you're going in the right direction. Shoes on because now we're moving to upper body.
One eternity later.
The next exercise we're moving into is shoulder press. Tempo training is actually a great way to train your shoulders because when people work on their shoulders, they use their hips, they use their legs, they use their core, they use everything but shoulders. Slowing down the movement removes all of that. Now it's just your delts doing the hard work. Tight core, slow press down, feel the stretch, pause at the bottom, no momentum on the way up, just shoulders working. If this makes you want to quit halfway through, congratulations, you're doing it right. And here's the thing, this doesn't beat up your joints like how heavy overhead pressing does. You get all the stimulus and none of the inflammation. Now we're moving into our 4th exercise, which is a lat pull down. Pulling movements are where I see the most amount of cheating happening in the gym. People pull the bar down using their entire body muscles and then let it fly back up like they're shooting a rocket into the sky. All of that fancy momentum happens when you're lifting a weight that your body cannot control yet. So I'm going to shift to a lighter weight and show you what controlled rep looks like. Pull with the elbows, not the hands. Squeeze at the bottom, pause, slow controlled return. No jerking, no momentum. You know what's wild? I'm actually using much more less weight than I usually use just to demonstrate you guys even slower because to show a proper controlled movement on the camera, and this feels twice as hard. Because let's be honest, abs hum sabko chahiye. And then they'll do 100 crunches as fast as possible. But guys, it's not about the speed, it's about the control. Tempo core work is actually deliberate and a killer one. I'm going to demonstrate bicycle crunches. So this is how most of the people will go through their bicycle crunches. Speed. This is how you're supposed to do it. Your core responds better to control than chaos and speed. Slow reps teach your abs to actually stabilize your spine, which is, their actual job that they're supposed to do. Prove me wrong if your abs don't feel on fire just after 8 or 10 reps doing the slower movement. So those were 5 exercises just to give you an idea how slow training works. But when should you use it? I use tempo training when I'm stuck at a weight plateau, or when I need to give my joints a break because of a lot of inflammation in joints because of heavy lifting, or when I am doing any high injury risk exercise and I don't want to risk it, so I use lighter weight and a slower training. Even 1 or 2 sessions of tempo training in a week can totally change how your body responds to workouts. Before you add another plate to your barbell, try adding another second to your rep. Slow down your reps. Stay present. Feel which muscle is working during that exercise, not just moving the weight from point A to point B. Progress isn't always louder. Sometimes it's slower and smarter. Bye.